Bryacombe Wood was beautiful in the way old places are beautiful, full of paths that looked ordinary until they chose otherwise.
Remember the rules, my loves. Do not eat fairy food, do not give your full name, and count every promise twice.
If fairies asked my name, I shall say Captain Pebblecloud, explorer of puddles.
When Nico drew a door beneath the roots answered. They lifted like sleepy fingers and made a path down into gold.
Nico, wait for me. Mum said count every promise twice, and I promised to look after you.
The stair did not go down like a cellar stair. It wound through roots as wide as bridges lit by veins of honey-coloured fire.
Lost child, borrowed child, following child, which one are you, and what name shall I tie to your answer?
I am the child who keeps her promise. You may call me Red Scarf until I choose otherwise.
Three courtesies open three gates. Ask before you enter, trade before you take, and return what is borrowed.
Then I ask permission to enter, and I trade this brass button for safe passage to my brother.
The acorn door clicked open. Juniper had not won a battle. She had learned the first shape of respect. Beyond the acorn door spread the root market, where beetle carts sold moonberries and moths carried lanterns the size of teacups.
Smile at a seller, but do not say thank you. Down here, thanks can mean debt with ribbons on it.
Poor Red Scarf. One sip of dew, and the fastest road to your brother will remember your feet.
No drink, no debt. I will walk on my own feet, even if the road laughs at me.
Because Juniper refused the easy path, the market gave her a true one. Nico had been taken to the Lantern Court.
The queen keeps borrowed wonders there. If your brother is laughing, listen twice before you rage once.
The Lantern Court opened like a cathedral grown from roots, with 1,000 lamps burning softer than stars and dimmer than they should have been.
Junie, look, I made a fish that swims through the air, and it only eats silly songs.
Nico, I am glad you are smiling, but you have to come home now. Mum is waiting above the ash tree.
He is safe, Juniper Blythe. But our halls are fading, and his imagination has lit them for one more night.
Every drawing Nico made became a lamp, a bridge, or a small, brave creature. Each wonder brightened the court, then left him missing home.
You cannot save your kingdom by keeping my brother. A borrowed wonder still belongs to someone.
Then teach me another way before dawn. If the root light fails, every home beneath this forest will go quiet.
Juniper did not forget why she had come. She took Nico's hand first, then agreed to search for a kinder answer.
Nico chooses for Nico. If he helps, it is because he wants to, and he still comes home.
I can help a little, but I want my own bed and my dinosaur cup and Mum's toast.
Then we go to the Well of Never Twice. It accepts only bargains that can be remembered without shame.
At the first gate, Juniper asked to pass. At the second, Nico traded a new joke. At the third, Brindle returned the brass button.
I was meant to keep the button, but it sat in my pocket like a guilty beetle.
With each courtesy, the corridors grew brighter. The kingdom was teaching them how it might be saved. The Well of Never Twice was not filled with water. It was filled with all the stories that had ever been honestly given.
Well of root and remembering, hear us. We ask for light that is given freely and returned with honor.
I was cross with Nico today. I told him his drawings were silly because I wanted quiet.
They are silly, that is why they work. A serious moon moth would never fit through a keyhole.
The well brightened at the truth, but dimmed when the queen asked to keep Nico's gift for the kingdom alone.
What if the kingdom does not need one child's imagination? What if it needs an invitation to many?
An above-ground story night. Children bring tales to the ash tree, fairies bring wonder, and nobody is borrowed.
A door that opens by welcome, not taking. Juniper blithe, that is a queenly answer.
The well accepted the new bargain, but every bargain needs a seed. This one needed a drawing made for both worlds.
I will draw a door with 2 handles, one small for fairies and one muddy for us.
Nico drew while Juniper held the page steady. Not to keep him below, but to let stories travel both ways.
I promise to bring stories to the ash tree and to bring Nico home when the story is done.
And I promise, no child will be taken for Rootlight again. We will ask. We will trade. We will return.
The story seed opened. Rootlight raced through the hall, not from one child's captive wonder, but from a promise shared.
Well then, Red Scarf, you rescued a brother and accidentally gave a kingdom homework.
Above them, dawn touched the ash tree. The same roots that had opened downward now lifted the children home. They came out under the ash tree as the sun rose, carrying no fairy treasure except a promise that could be kept.
There you are, both of you. Come here and tell me only what you are ready to tell.
We have to come back tonight with stories, not because they took Nico, but because they promised to ask.
And I am drawing invitations. The muddy handle is very important.
That evening, the first story night began. Children left drawings by the ash tree, and fairies answered with lanterns no bigger than apples.
Mind the rules above grounders, ask before entering, trade kindly, and return every borrowed spoon.
Below the roots, the kingdom shone. Above them, the children kept imagining, and every door worth finding opened by welcome.